Hi, this is my movie review of Zoo. Um, I think the movie was successful overall because I continued to think about it long after I left the theater, even though I didn't necessarily want to be thinking about it. But I don't really know if I liked it, and I think that's because the subject matter is just so shocking that it kind of distracts you from other elements of the movie. I did think the movie was really beautiful, though. The cinematographer Sean Kirby did a really great job of filming it and creating the pastoral noir, as Robert Robinson Dever, the director, said in the Q&A, feeling of the film. I thought the use of shadows were beautiful, especially in the scenes on the bus and during the party in the beginning. They were really great examples of how beautiful the film was, and I think the use of shadows really made the film feel creepier. And I like that the film was very visually pleasing because that made the film a lot more tasteful, or it contributed how tasteful the film was considering its subject matter. As far as creepiness goes, it's like a huge part of the film. Um, I think the film's subject matter lends itself to being creepy, but other things do too, like the soundtrack, which I thought was really great. And another thing, and probably more importantly, were the voiceovers and reenactments. I thought the director and the editor did a really great job of using voiceovers and reenactments. They never seemed cliched because the acting was always very subtle and the scenes never relied too heavily on the acting, but they also didn't rely too heavily on the voiceovers, so there was a really great balance between the two. Um, and it made the work a hybrid between a documentary and a fictional film, which also made the film seem creepier because you're not really sure while you're watching it what is real and what is fiction. So, Q&A portion of the film. I liked how Robinson Dever, who directed and co-wrote the film, explained why he chose to use the interview with the actor who played the policeman in the film. And in the interview, the actor talks about his experience with death and how he sees a dead body of a boy. I liked that he said that it was supposed to bring the viewer back down to earth and remind the viewer that a death is a terrible thing no matter what. And I found this clip to be like an intermission because it was a break from the intense subject matter. I also appreciated how Dever portrayed this group of people in a really neutral way. I didn't find it to be pro-bestiality, but I also didn't find that it showed them in a really positive light, and it allowed the viewer to make their own decisions, whatever those may be. And that's my review.